Hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to make another video about the OnStar issue that I've been having and the Wi-Fi issue I've been having on the 2024 Trax. I did get the issue resolved, and we ended up keeping the vehicle. You can see it actually was resolved about three to 4 weeks ago, but I wanted to wait before I made a video to verify that everything was working properly. So what happened is that there was no OnStar would not work, the Wi-Fi would not work, um, and throughout my research and dealing with this, I've come to find out that it may be the ones, like if you have a different dash than this, if you don't have this digital dash, you may not have the issue. I'm not for certain, but I believe if you have the LT or the I think it's RS2 that has these digital dashes like this, I believe those are the ones that are more prone to have a problem. Now, I'm not saying everyone will have a problem, and they're definitely aware of this problem. So that was my main thing, is that I hate that Chevy is aware of this problem and that they're not fixing this immediately when someone has a problem. You know, if someone has a problem, they should be able to take it in right back immediately and have it repaired. Okay, so in my case, this is what happened. I had to take the vehicle in first for them to look at it. They went through all the stuff. Well, first off, I went through everything for like 10 days with OnStar. OnStar got to the point where they said, hey, there must be a hardware issue. So they sent me to Chevy. I went back to Chevy. The first trip, they had to diagnose it. They talked with OnStar. OnStar let them know, hey, we went through all this stuff with this guy. It has to be a hardware issue. Okay, so they said, okay, we're going to order your OnStar module. They set up a time like a week later to bring it back in. I brought it back in a week later, and they replaced the OnStar module in the vehicle. And I hate having to have a brand new car worked on, but they replaced the OnStar module in the vehicle. Before I left the dealership, I went ahead and hit the OnStar button. They tried to set everything up, and it just wasn't working. It was telling them that I had a 1998 test vehicle. So I don't know if that was just a bad module or what, right? So the guy who was the manager of the service department came out. He talked with him again. He was like, this is crazy. I got this right from, the manufacturers and this and that and other. And he said, well, okay, we'll replace it again. I'll order another one. So, that was the final thing. So if you do get it replaced and it says that your vehicle is a 1998 test vehicle, then that may be a bad module. Or I'm not sure if the service department maybe didn't do something when they installed it. I'm not certain. But that's what it was telling us. So he ordered a new one, set up another week later to come back in again. We went back in the second time. Before I went in the second time, I went ahead and reset everything on this particular screen here. So, I just went like to settings, and then I think I went to reset options, and then I reset everything. I reset the vehicle setting and erased the entertainment data before I took it in, just to make sure we were starting off fresh with this new one. I don't know if that helped or what, but when they replaced it the second time, they brought it right out. I pressed the OnStar button, connected with the guy who was excellent over at OnStar. And, it's good to make sure you explain everything to the people at OnStar, because there's some things that have to be done on their end when you have those modules replaced. And You know, it's just you want to. Hopefully, you get a good agent, and there's some good ones and there's bad ones. So if they're not helping you, ask for someone who's familiar with module replacements, because they're gonna have to ship you to like 2 or 3 different departments to get everything set up. Also, they will have to turn your Wi-Fi button back on. When you first get it, this button will not be highlighted. They'll have to turn that on for you over on OnStar. And once they do all that, everything has been working since. So I'm just happy to report back that there is a fix for this. And you may have to go through a couple of modules if you get a bad one. But it's not really just too bad of a process, but it was a headache for me because I didn't want to leave the vehicle, and I used to just wait for it. So sometimes I was waiting up at the dealer a couple of hours, but you cool with just dropping it off and coming back and all that. You know, maybe it'll be less of a hassle for you. But one thing I do want to be clear about is that Chevy does know about these issues, and they're continuing to sell these vehicles. And I'm not dogging them out, but they need to do better in making sure that if the problem happens, a customer can get that vehicle fixed the first time they take it in. Like they should have all they should have these modules at all their locations. Should have 2 or 3 of these modules on hand, so that when something happens, they can get it fixed for them. You know, so if there's anybody out there that's having the same issue, they can't get it resolved, you leave a comment. I'll be happy to you know, get you in touch with the dealer that fixed mine. They are very nice people. They were very helpful with trying to fix it and everything. And maybe, you know, if you're having the issue, you can get your people on the phone with the people I'm going to give you the info for, which I don't just want to put their info out on this particular video, but maybe they can help one another to get it resolved, because my people were very helpful, and you know, they went up and beyond to get this thing fixed for me, and I'm now happy with the Trax. The Trax is an okay vehicle. This is the only problem that I had with it. It's very roomy and things like that. So I may do an additional video just on a review on the Trax, but it's a very good, decent vehicle. This is not my particular vehicle, but it's my wife's vehicle. So I just wanted to make sure everything was working for her and all that. So now we took it out on a drive over the weekend, on a long, you know, couple of 100-mile drive, just to see how the Wi-Fi worked and make sure that the OnStar was working everywhere. But we had no issues, and you know, we're good to go now. So thanks for everybody that tuned in to any of the other videos. Hopefully you get a chance to see this, and if you're having a problem, you're still under warranty, make sure you take your car in and have them to replace the Wi-Fi module. I don't think you can just tell them to replace it, but just tell them you saw a video and you heard that this might fix it, and go through everything you can with OnStar, and just go from there. So thanks for everybody that's tuning in. If you want to, hit the like button. You can hit subscribe just to help me out. If not, it's okay. But leave a comment if you're having any issues. I also made a little video prior to this one where if you're having a problem connecting your phone to the Wi-Fi on the OnStar, it'll show you how to connect it. You know, if you're having a problem where you try to connect and it just brings up something that says saved, it never actually connects, check out my other video right before this one, or it's a couple of videos back, and it'll show you how to connect everything up with no problem. So thanks again for tuning in. Everyone have a great day, and thanks again. All I can say is these Chevy Trax are nice, but Chevy is hard to deal with when you're having a problem. And to me, it wasn't a dealer problem. It was a manufacturer problem, and they just give you a big hassle. And I hate Chevy does that because I'm a big Chevy fan. I own like 6 Chevys myself, so I just hate that happen. It made me feel kind of bad towards Chevy. So hopefully they'll get in touch and rectify the issue in some type of way, just for my time, pain, headache, and all that. But if not, no big deal. It just may make me steer towards other vehicles in the future. So, hey, thanks again. Have a good day.